Hello guys, welcome to this first encoded video on this channel. I'm showing to you today my 10-bit encoder and another device I made for it. So how it works, an uppercut tries to pick up an item in the chest. If that happens, the signer strength reduced to 1 and the pattern of the 5 first bits send toward the observers and trigger the bits here. Then the card continue his way on top. The upper here will be unlocked. When the upper card passes over there, the item will back on in it and the upper will lock again. At the same time, the upper card try to pick up an item in the top jets. That's the same as the bottom ones. The code is sent, but this time on the last 5 bits and trigger here. So for the top chest, we need to pick up the item in this hopper and back it with the dropper lines. So that means when the card passes here, we only need to unlock this hopper if a chest is picked up on the top chest. We do that with that line. If we pick up an item in the chest, the signer here will power it, the slider, and unlock the hopper. We have the same line for bottom chests here. So why? There is some protections, like chest has been reset, as item to encode, and 6 cards in dispenser. By the way, that's just an AND gate that verifies if these 3 conditions are good to trigger the start of the encoder. We have an internal protection. If you put a single item, the encoder won't trigger because it needs 2 signer strengths to trigger. So that's a 10-bit encoder here, but there is an integrated whitelister. The wire is just a bit different because the whitelister section don't need to send the code, just need to send the pulse. The pulse is sent here. That's the same for the 10th bit. This bit is triggered, but not added to the serializer. When the 6 cards are back in each dispenser, we serialize the 9 first bit. The 10th and 11th one are just pulse, so we directly use it at the output of the encoder. I will show you a device to use it later in this video. So now we can test it. By example, if I map a chest with white stained glass, I fill the shulker box. The shulker box needs 1 item remaining minimum. The amount of items doesn't matter, just one item is required. By example, if I map this chest 00111 and 00101, I input my shulker box, the conditions are good, the encoder launch. No, that's a good box. So let's try. As you can see, the hopper is unlocked, and when the card passes over, it will lock. And the dropper line lock the second. As you can see, the box is already full. Yes, I inputted, as you can see, I inputted an empty box and the encoder pick up a man cards, so 5 cards was in the dispenser and the encoder won't trigger. I needed to input a card again. Now I will show you what happened with the top. So that's the same. Bottom, it triggers the bit. Top, it triggers the bit. And here, it resets. Here is the wire. To verify the main card, I verify if the signal strength of the dispenser is 10. The internal verification, I subtract 1. I'm just subtracting 1. That means if you put an item in a shulker box, you have 1 chest per 2 to send the item or the box. So now I'm showing to you a device I made for it that split the output in 4 water streams encoded. By the way, why? I have 4 unloaders. I have 4 unloaders and I want to send the box and the code on the good one. And for that I need another device directly connected to it. Basically, this device split my output in 4 outputs. That's a Demux. I added securities on it and integrated the whitelister. If a whitelister item is detected, so the pulse here, the stream will lock the first and go here. And when that happens, no code is sent to chest hall. So now I have a security. If a 0 code slice is triggered, no code is sent and the box is back here. I'm just using the 6-bit here to detect that. For the which all bit, this one that's not serialized. I'm just using a slider that detects if it's triggered or not. That one lock the second here. If both bits are if this bit is triggered and this one too, or the virtual one, the purple, the purple. If both are triggered, the third is triggered. I'm using a small AND gate to trigger this one and disable the others. So now a demonstration. If I input so that's not mapped. If I input a shulker that is not mapped, I'm just sending it in data. I send it. No code is sent. No code is sent here. Now I will map the block in it, the concrete, in the whitelister. For example, I'm inputting it again. So the first is triggered, and then the box is sent in it, and then it resets. The box is here and full. Now I will configure the default. That means the last water stream this one. That's the default one. If 00 Demux code is triggered, it will go in that section, in the orange. The color corresponds to the shulker box. Orange. Concrete. So, to know where to put it, I know that 00, but that's not the first and second bits. That's the first bit and 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth bit. And the fourth bit. By example here, that could work because I'm 0, 0, and I have a slice code, the 1. In that way, it works. If I put it in that chest, we have the default but no slice code. That means the security triggers. We can do the test after that. So, the encoder triggers. We have slice code. The last is triggered, and the box goes here, and it resets. The code is sent in that rail. Now I will try with no slice code. The same, but not the last one. I input again. The encoder do its job. The box go here. So I made a small mistake. I mapped two chests. So now I put back this item to only have one chest configured. The result will be the same. So not finished. Then it's in the box in the error. To show you it works, I delete one and I put it in the same code but with the 1. Why the security doesn't trigger with that? Because we have 6 bits for the slice and that's a 5-bit grouping. That means the last one here is a slice code. By the way, when you put an item in a bottom chest with 1, we have an odd slice number. Let's do the test. Do Encoder launch. And here it's okay. The code is sent. And the box is here. That's the same for others Demux code. I will just showing to you one another example. The others work with the same thing. Concrete. So this time that's light blue concrete. My bad. Light blue concrete. Here I can change the code. So the blue is 1-1. So I need to find a chest with the first bit to 1 and 4 to 1. Second, fourth, but no slice code and here with slice code. So you know that the security works. I'm just showing to you the fact it works here. I send my box After that, I will show you an example with top chest. In fact, it works too. So the box is here and the code was sent here. Now I will put an item in a random top chest, like here. The code will be just different and it works same. Wow, so like that. And as you can see, the code is sent to the good rails, and then it resets. Like my box is here. So now the wiring. As I showed at the beginning, we are pushing pistons and fan gate. Here is the security. If a slice code is triggered, it shut down here. The dust is 0, and that retract. It default. And else, if bits are triggered, the others are triggered. If a slice code is triggered, but another Demux code is triggered, or bulk processing in the one piston, this locks power the piston to prevent the code, to prevent sending code on the bad rails. And I'm just using a simple slime pusher that to send the item with strings.